Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about some features that look like they're going to be included in Grand Theft Auto 6, including the stock market, cryptocurrency, and even Bitcoin. So that's right, the other day, Tom Henderson, who is a credible leaker who has gotten information right in the past and in the present on games like Battlefield and Call of Duty, and has even released information in the past related to Grand Theft Auto 6, came out with some more information today about some of the features that are going to be included in the next installment of the GTA series. So let's go ahead and dive into everything. He said this the other day. I heard recently that in GTA 6, some missions will reward you in Bitcoin instead of cash for completing some missions. The stock market feature will return with the addition of a broker for different cryptocurrencies. If GTA 6 incorporates this right, it's huge for crypto. So when I first saw this, I was like, wait a minute, you're going to do missions in GTA 6 and you'll be rewarded like with real life Bitcoin? But it actually looks like Rockstar is going to have their own cryptocurrency feature or market in the next GTA game, which is not surprising. As we know, GTA and Grand Theft Auto 6 will be a parody of American culture and things that happen throughout the world. And obviously, with the explosion of cryptocurrency, it's no shock that that would be included in the game. And so that's kind of cool. I would imagine there will be different currencies. You'll have cash, and then I don't know if you'll have an unlimited amount of cryptocurrencies like there are right now, but I imagine there'd be a few big ones, probably at least the biggest of them all, Bitcoin. Now, I'm sure Rockstar will have a fun parody name for it instead of Bitcoin. It might be called like Bitchcoin or something like that. I don't really know. I'm sure Rockstar will come up with some fun name, but that's pretty cool for completing some missions. So I would imagine it only works if you're doing it for a certain contact or there's certain types of missions. Think like the Lester assassination missions in GTA 5 that dealt with the stock market. And speaking of that, the stock market feature will return, which was one of my favorite features in GTA 5's campaign because it was a very easy way to make lots of money. And not only did Rockstar incorporate it into free roam, they also incorporated it into a handful of missions that you could do with the addition of a broker for different cryptocurrencies. So it sounds like there's going to be multiple types. Now, I don't really care what impact this has on real-life cryptocurrencies, but in Grand Theft Auto 6, that actually sounds incredibly fun and is a great new feature. And as you expected, there was way more follow-up to this. He said, just so there's no confusion, I mean in-game payments of Bitcoins. These payments will come from the more higher-up characters that needs to transfer high amounts of untraceable cash and fast. So again, that was sort of the original confusion that I had. You're going to have in-game payments of Bitcoin, not real-life payments of Bitcoin. And it looks like it will only be from certain characters. Not every character or mission is going to give you Bitcoin. It's going to be dealing with certain characters and different types of missions where they do need untraceable cash and fast. So that's going to be a really cool feature of the game, is dealing with different types of money. So far, so good. And there's even more follow-up here, with him saying, just so there's even less confusion, I'm not joking. This is what I heard from someone that I trust, and it will likely not be called Bitcoin per se, but it will be a cryptocurrency. That being said, always take info like this with a bit of salt. So that's kind of one of the first few things I talked about is Rockstar will, of course, probably have like a parody name for Bitcoin. It won't be called Bitcoin, but it will be some sort of cryptocurrency market. And then he just says, take information like this with a bit of salt. Obviously, because it's not coming officially from Rockstar. It's not 100% confirmed, but Tom Henderson does have a great track record, and he says this is coming from a source that he ends up trusting. So you do kind of have to believe him here. And yet again, more follow-up with someone asking, but it's not a real crypto. It's only for in-game economy, correct? Him saying, yes, similar to how the stock market in GTA 5 works. We're not dealing with real-life money here. Real-life cryptocurrency. We're just simply dealing with like an in-game feature, the stock market, money, cash, cryptocurrency, etc. So it's going to be a way for our in-game character or characters, if there's multiple, to make cash in-game. So that's a really cool feature. More follow-up to that. Doesn't mean it'll be set in modern times and not in the 80s, what other rumors and leaks point out. Not sure if crypto was a thing back in the 80s. I can tell you it was not. With Tom saying, I've said it, it will be modern in the past. Now, that tweet's a little bit confusing. So he's saying it's going to be modern, and he's said this at a previous date. Like, if you just read his tweet, that's a little confusing. It'll be modern in the past. You'd be like, what do you mean? It's modern and also in the past? No. It's modern. He said that before. That's what he was trying to get across here. So it's going to be in modern times, and that makes sense. Obviously, if you have a stock market and cryptocurrency, that is very much present times. And at the beginning of this video, I've said Tom has talked about GTA 6 information in the past. That is one of those things. He said it's going to be modern, not in the 80s. He's also said it's going to feature a main female protagonist, which would be the first time that happens in the series. So in the last couple of months or so, we've covered a good bit of the information that Tom has talked about regarding GTA 6. And so far, I'm definitely inclined to believe him. I feel like he definitely has a trusted source, and he knows what he's talking about. And some of the things he has said have matched up with other leaks. Some of them have, refuted other leaks. So I guess long story short, we will just have to wait and see on what's going to happen here. And I guess the only way we'll know is to get official word from Rockstar. But for now, things are getting really interesting. And our last bit of follow-up also comes from another user saying, this must be a joke like the Ural Mountains in West Zone, with him saying, haha, not a joke. I always report on what I hear, though, and everything should always be taken with a grain of salt. So this is what he hears from someone he trusts. And again, he's got a really good track record here. So I am actually going to believe Tom and his sources. And to me, this is just really, really cool and very exciting. If this is indeed real, we're finally getting a glimpse at what is going to be one of our first few features for Grand Theft Auto 6. The stock market, cryptocurrency, money, cash, how that's going to work, how there's going to be multiple forms of payments. That actually sounds really, really fun. And I bet Rockstar could establish some cool characters. Like, if you thought Lester was cool with the way he navigated the stock market and stuff like that, imagine some of the cool characters Rockstar could create to navigate the stock market, the cryptocurrency interface, all that really cool stuff. That's something I'm very excited to see, and I bet it's going to become a huge part of Grand Theft Auto 6. So honestly, I am very excited about all of this. It's going to be really cool. I'm hoping this is not something that turns out to be fake, because I bet there could be a lot of exciting missions and really cool stuff that Rockstar ends up doing here. But I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. What do you think about this information? The fact that GTA 6 is going to have Bitcoin, the stock market, cryptocurrencies, and a whole lot more of money making and cash opportunities. Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.